So, this article on the root is relevant to me as a father for so many reasons, and I just want to read it to you. The cost of raising black kids in white spaces and how to be intentional in addressing it. For years, he says, black parents believed that getting our children into better schools and neighborhoods was the surest path to opportunity. But what does it cost to be the only black child in the room? The question many parents should be asking isn't just what our children gain from these spaces, but also what they might lose if we aren't intentional about keeping them grounded in their own culture. Research shows us that black children as young as 10 are viewed as older and less innocent than white children. That means many of our kids learn early that they have to think about how they're perceived in ways their white classmates never do, often before they're even old enough to understand why. Too many black kids spend so much of their lives trying to fit into predominantly white spaces that they never fully learn how to be comfortable in black ones. Parents must be intentional about teaching their children black culture and helping them feel at home in black spaces. But how? Make blackness normal, not occasional. Don't let your child's exposure to black culture begin and end with Black History Month. Make them read books written by black authors, show them black movies, get out of bed on Sunday morning and go to a black church. Blackness shouldn't feel like something your kids visit, it should feel like home. Build relationships with other black kids. Representation matters, but relationships matter even more. Make sure your child has genuine friendships with other black children. They deserve a place where they can simply be their beautiful black selves. Keep one foot in the community. Some of our kids spend most of their time in mostly white spaces. Make sure they also spend meaningful time in black ones. Visit family, attend community events, join black organizations. They need to understand the beautiful complexity of our culture. And the only way to do that is to actually experience it. Amen to that. My wife and I decided to homeschool our children because we didn't believe that they could be properly educated about who they were and their culture and their history in the public schools in our neighborhood. And so we had experience in the school system where our daughter was being singled out for being so precocious, for being smart, for being eager to learn, and being shut down and having her confidence challenged. My wife and I had to go into the school to have meetings about why this teacher keeps picking on our daughter, singling out our daughter, and meeting with the administrators did not help. It really only solidified our suspicion that they did not really care for our daughter, didn't really take time to get to know our daughter. So we pulled our daughter out of school, pulled our sons out of school, and decided to homeschool them, decided to make sure we were attending an African American church and churches around the country. And we made sure to take them to Africa for them to learn about some of our heritage before slavery, to learn about the beautiful history and culture of Ghana and Kenya and all these other places, man. And throughout their lives, we made sure to talk to them about the things we were seeing in the news as it relates to black people. So quite often, we would see a Trayvon Martin or a Mike Brown or some African American who's unarmed getting killed by police in the streets. And we wanted our children to understand being black in America means that you're going to be seen as a threat in many places. You're going to be seen as a criminal in many places. You're going to be seen as dangerous. There's going to be prejudice just because of the color of your skin. And sure enough, we were walking around, and as soon as my older son walked by, my older son is 6'2", and he was heavier at the time, but as soon as he walks by, the soldiers grab their guns, like rifles, and clutch them and stare at my boy and make unbroken eye contact with him. And he's an 8th grader at the time. Being black often means being perceived as a threat. And it's not like that everywhere, but almost everywhere we go, we're constantly dealing with that, right? And it's exhausting and it's frustrating. And so my wife and I have been intentional about making sure we program our children to understand who they are, whose they are, understand the greatness from which they come, understand the shoulders that they stand on, because they are inheriting a legacy of people who have endured and fought through and overcome so much of the racism and injustice in our country. And so I celebrate this article. I can't recommend enough that other Black parents are intentional about making sure your children know who they are. There's nothing wrong with being in mixed spaces. There's nothing wrong with them being in all white spaces sometimes, as long as they know who they are, and as long as they know how to represent themselves and their families, and as long as they know how to address any disrespect or racism that they feel. But at the same time, you only learn that when you're being taught those things from an early age. So, amen to this article, to the author of this article. Thank you to The Root for writing it and sharing it. And I think there's a full article online that you can actually check out too. But I just want to echo my experience, echo my amen to the truths of this article. I'm your friend, Dr. Manny Scott. Thank you for watching.